be too loud and obnoxious. Like you have to be like, country road,
Country road,
take me home.
take me home
To the place
where I belong.
where I belong. West Virginia.
West Virginia,
Mountain Mama.
Mountain Mama,
Take me home.
take me home.
Country road.
Country road.
Or is that how we're starting?
Yes, that's we're gonna leave that in. So we're on the new frontier, and by new frontier I mean pioneer is here.
Battle Frontier?
No. But so, all right, guys, welcome to another edition of the Maho Shonen podcast. And here today I have these amazing singers. Introduce yourselves.
Master Jedi.
And Music Major Mitchell.
All right, and I myself is Victor. So, Wizards has just dropped another big bomb, and it is literally another format. And the question is, will it stand the test of time, guys? It's called Pioneer, and it starts from RTR and on, and it's a non-rotating format. And there's no ban list except for the 5 cons fetch lands. Thoughts, guys? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
I love it. I think it's great.
But why though? But why?
I think it's just more accessible to the newer players, I feel.
You're not wrong, because like, what if somebody likes Is It and they can't afford $100 Scalding Tarns?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's kind of sad because it's like, I'm like, oh man, are they trying to kill Modern? Because I actually really do enjoy Modern. It's just that
I don't think Modern's gonna die.
I don't think
I don't
Modern's
think so
gonna die.
either. But it's one of those things where it's like, how much prize support are they going to give to this format versus Modern? If they give it equally, then it's like, I think it's going to be totally fine. But if they try to do like some weird favoritism, then it's kind of like, oh man, that kind of sucks. It's going to be like, Legacy's going to be like, oh, come here, Modern brother. Oh, let me buy you a beer. And then Vintage is like, somebody kill me. I haven't gotten tournament support in a while. So in this case right now, it's absolutely ridiculous because I guess a few people have gotten inside information and a lot of cards have skyrocketed, like Aetherworks Marvel.
See, I think that insider information kind of messed with the market just very, very abruptly.
Honestly, though, I got Aetherworks Marvel like 2 weeks ago, and it was like.
It was-
But yeah, that's
69
because
cents.
that was
It was 2 weeks ago, so you just dodged a
You
bullet.
just dodged-
Apparently,
yeah.
the spike happened incrementally about a week ago, and then the announcement just dropped now. And then when the announcement happened, everyone went on TCG Player or Card Kingdom or whatever store it is, and there's so many cards that went up like day through time is like, what is it, $6?
Torrential Gear Hulk,
It's $10.
$3 to $9.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like Siege Rhino from 50 cents to $3, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know,
We
'cause-
were just checking that earlier today.
I know, so I thought it was kind of funny how everyone's gonna have PTSD with Siege Rhino. I was like, oh my god, Siege Rhino.
I think that's what I'm just gonna play if I play Frontier. Is just Siege Rhino.
But here's the thing though, it's like you can do cool decks like, wait, our friend Kevin, I can tell him he can build his Sadisi Whip deck again.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sadisi Whip, I think that's gonna be hilarious. And then now you have better juicy targets to reanimate. Ooh, I like it. And then like, what's some other cool decks you guys think that like might thrive? Like
Collected Company, easy.
Coco? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can see Coco. But
Just because it's already made its mark in Modern sometime before.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, what mana
it's
darks are going to play? Because, in Modern, we have Noble Hierarch, Birds of Paradise, and Absence Pilgrim, and Arbor Elf. I think Arbor Elf is still legal, but then Utopia Scroll is not. So then you're only left with, like, the green mana darks, which is Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystic.
I think that might be good enough, actually.
Will it be good enough?
Yeah, just because if you're playing a lower curve-based Coco deck, which you probably should, because Coco only requires you to... It can only play cards that are 3 CMC or less.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could fetch out some dorks if you want. You can fetch out whatever interactive creatures.
That's
You
true.
wanted-
You're not
yeah.
wrong there. But here's the thing, though, is that, like, but is it good enough to compete against Crazy Cat Lady combo?
Ooh.
How do you beat that? Like, I'm thinking here, like, Jund is the way to go. You got it. When in doubt, Jund them out. Because here's the thing. You have, like, Assassin's Trophy and Abrupt Decay.
Oh, you got Dreadbore.
And then Dreadbore or Bedevil.
Bedevil.
And on top of that, like even or you could be really hilarious and just be like, they make infinite tokens and move the combat step, and you just be like Rakdos Charm, take 1,000,000 damage. Wouldn't that be super awesome? And then on top of that, and if they try to counter you, you could, we have so many good hate cards like Veil of Summer, or is it Veil of Autumn? The one from the new core set.
Oh, M19 or M20.
Yeah.
It also draws you a card, which I think that.
Yeah, so
kind of helps
it's actually really helpful
Yeah.
too. So I personally think that Jund is like really good, or just any BGX deck. But
Or red black X, so RBX.
you think red black is good enough?
yeah.
I think you need green though for the abrupt decays.
Or red black blue, so Grixis control would be really good.
Grixis control, I think it's gonna be baller too. Esper's control is gonna be baller. It's like a brewer's paradise. Like Mitchell, what are you going to try to play?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna make my modern deck into a frontier deck.
You mean Pioneer?
Oh, sorry, Pioneer.
Pioneer.
Because Frontier is Pioneer is the final frontier.
Yes, exactly. Pioneer is the final frontier. But what are some recommendations for the newer viewers here? Because everything is really cool, but the problem is that I think a lot of the cards are spiking. Like energy is spiking. What are some other big baddies? Like Delirium decks are slightly spiking too.
Delirium.
Oh yeah,
Slightly.
Grim Flayer.
I think Grim Flayer and
Wait,
Ishkana.
Wait, is that why it's $10?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grim Flayer was like.
Because I was literally looking at that last week.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, oh wow, Grim Flayer, that card doesn't seem like.
No, because at first I thought because Grim Flayer was like $5 to $6 at most, right? And then I thought that it spiked to 10 because Jund Death Shadow was a thing in Modern again, and Jund Death Shadow plays a Traversa Uvenwald package, and so if you get Delirium early, then it could be pretty good. That's what I thought. But then all of a sudden, I've been seeing people posting these Delirium decks. I'm like, what is this format? And then you read up the news, and then you're like, ooh, Pioneer, and then you have Ishkana, and it's like a standard, except that you have better removal because they can actually afford to play Thoughtseize now. So I'm like, oh, I like it. But at the same time, it's like, oh no, the prices are going up.
Another deck I was thinking about too was Jund Aggro. And basically you play the Return to Ravnica Zoo deck.
Oh.
Where you have Experiment 1, Burning Tree Emissary, and
We don't have the other Bushwhacker, but we have the Surge Bushwhacker one too. The one from Battle for Zendikar.
Yeah. I mean, we have some really cool red 1-drops too. We have that 1/1 Prowess.
Monastery Swift Spear.
Yep, we have Monastery Swift Spear.
But Monastery Swift Spear is really good because there's a lot of really good 1 to 2 mana burn spells. But in this one, we don't have Lightning Bolt. I don't know if it's good enough.
That's why we need Lightning Bolt reprinted.
We need Lightning Bolt reprinted. But is it going to be too powerful though?
No.
No, it won't be.
I mean, we have what's that card from Dragons of Tarkir? We got is it Colligan?
But Colligan's commands 3 mana. It's 3 mana. It's a totally different story because it's 1 mana deal 3 damage versus 3
No,
mana.
not Colligan. Colligan's the red black. Who's the red green?
Otarka's command.
Atarka's command.
I think Otarka's commands can be playable.
Yeah.
But
Are Tarka's commands gonna go up from
it's possible that it could go. It is a really good zoo deck that can go wide.
they were 75 cents the last time I checked because they were no
because it sees no place ever since standard because it was a really good way to go wide and you use Otarka's command, give all my things +1/+1, and then you take 3 damage or can't gain life, and then you just
Wizards. Why? My wallet has already been drained as it is.
For reals, Wizards, why? And then here it's you're hyping up people to commit to this new format, and it's there's just too many formats, and you're actually supporting it with tournament support, so it's oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel I like it, but at the same time I'm kind of cynical because, this no ban list means that it's a great new frontier to explore, because we're the pioneers, but at the same time, it's I want to feel bad for those who commit too hard on certain cards, and if they get the ban hammer, it feels kind of bad.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're gonna invest in a bunch of cards, and then all of a sudden oh, by the way, it's banned.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting because it's like, is Treasure Cruise going to be banned? Like, I have 2 copies of foil Treasure Cruises. Are they going to be like, like, should I sell them now? Like, is the hype real? Or are people just going to stick to only dig through time? Or,
Well, I would never trade in your foil treasure cruises because they just look beautiful as they are.
they do. And then, like, when you play them in, like, when you put them in EDH, it's like, oh yeah, this Treasure Cruise used to be worth like $50 back in the, back when it was legal and modern, but, not anymore. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, do you have any tips and tricks though, like, if for any players that want to play in this format? Because for me, I would say like, don't focus too hard on the expensive cards. If anything, I think getting your sideboard ready, because having proper hate cards like
yeah.
Cry,
Yeah, I agree.
the M20 ones, like those ones are pretty good. And even Khans of Tarkir or the Dragon's Block specifically has hate cards too, like Rending Volley and Display Dominance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think as a budget player, I would go for the red deck wins route and figure out whatever tools you have for red deck wins and work through that.
But not mono green.
Yo, have you seen the Mono Green Devotion Stompy deck?
Oh, there is one?
Yeah, because
my gosh.
it's like Theros is still illegal, right? So you get like Aspect of the Hydra where you get +X equals your Devotion in green,
And you still get 2 playsets of 2 1-mana drop.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so you can play your Llanowar Elves and your Elvish Mystics, or you can be the more aggressive and play like Hunted Wolf. Well, no, not Hunted Wolf. It's like Experiment one, and I'm pretty sure there's another really good like 1-drop creature, but it
Dryad Militant?
Oh my gosh, Experiment 1's gonna be really good in this.
yeah,
Yes,
like
it
like
is.
and then after that, like your 2-drops, you have like there's a couple, like there's the Avatar of Resolute, the one from like Dragons of Tarkir, where it's like double green 3/2 with like reach for some odd reason. He's got reach and trample, and he enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter for each other creature that has a +1/+1 counter.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah, so you have that guy, and then you could play Vivian to give your creatures flash or as a card engine thing, and then you also have what's that 3-mana like 5/4 from Dominaria? The Liege, the ones like it has like it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Sorry, no.
From Dominaria? Oh man, it's like it's in your Savala deck.
Oh crap, it is.
Last I remember, but you got like mono green Stompy's looking pretty good, and then like mono red looks pretty good too. This format is just too crazy. Like, how
I
do
think
you?
even Mono Blue can make its mark as well.
What are you gonna play mono blue though?
It's not Mono Blue control.
Mono blue devotion.
Mono blue devotion. Oh, what's that? Master of Waves. Master of Waves is
Yep.
back, baby. Oh
Ooh,
yes.
oh my
That's
gosh.
true. That's true.
Guys, what is going on here?
Oh my gosh.
It's basically Pioneer is let's get all the bad boogeymans
From standard.
from standard and have them duke it out.
Yeah, and then you just like, and here's some like extra steroid boost from a different like season, and
I
you
mean,
just,
this sounds very much like old Commander, basically, where Commander was made, and then a lot of cards that were played in Standard and Modern were just put right into Commander, right?
I guess, but Commander is like Singleton, right?
yeah. I would say it's like more like this is like early iteration of Modern when Modern was first announced, and then nobody know what the hell they're doing, and and then they only banned like maybe like 10, 20 cards, but those cards were like Golgari Grave Troll and stuff like that. In this case, it's like
Bird Elf.
yeah, like the good Cascade cards, and then like and some of the more busted cards. But either way, like in this set, it's like, to be honest, I think we should have enough hate cards that we can deal with it, and that's actually kind of cool that Wizard isn't too worried about it, and they're going to let the player base handle it on their own.
I mean, they've been introducing hate cards for a while, like weird specific hate cards, like
Yeah, it was like
Deafening Silence.
they
is
have been
one of
told.
them.
Oh,
like,
Thalia? New Thalia? Cathar
New
Heretic?
Thalia. I don't know. Deafening Silence was definitely just really like an odd one, I think.
yeah, because we have Rule of Law, and all of a sudden they give us another one. It's like, whoa. I
Yeah.
totally dig it though.
Because I think they were preparing. To be honest, they might have been preparing for Pioneer. Because it's like, okay, well, we're gonna print Deafening Silence as a 1-drop, so then it can be competitive and it can counter any like if there's any Storm deck that comes out. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be Storm, but like anything that just kind of like ramp you into like
Yeah,
or
or
cantrip you into your game plan.
or who knows, maybe it's like to stop Phoenix decks, because I can only think of like Phoenixing the Storm, right?
Oh yeah, and then we also have the Sphere. or what is it? I forgot what it was like the
Dampening sphere.
dampening sphere. Yeah.
To be honest, even in was it M19 where they had like a lot of those weird like hate cards where it's like the one white mana is like exile something that's like CMC1.
Oh yeah.
Like those are really weird hate cards, and it's like
And then was it?
And then the black one.
the black one that
Infer-
exiles Trollas.
yeah,
that.
Infernal Hatred is like
Yeah.
it's like wow, it's like like it's kind of cool that like I think that they were planning for it and they actually like want to give enough hate cards that so then players don't feel useless when they're playing a match. But do you guys have? We just wrap things up because we can go on and on about deck brewing and whatnot because like we don't know what's good. If I was a player, I'd probably play like some sort of like mid range deck, but I'd probably get my butt whooped by combo. What would you guys play?
Probably a tempo deck because that's my playstyle, or maybe I'll try mid range. I'd want to do Obzon and just try to bring the menace back.
Bring Siege right on the back. Wait, but Teamer Savage Knuckleblade might have a second chance at redemption.
Yeah, but that mana base though.
Yeah, we don't have Birds of Paradise, so I don't know. That's kind of hard. You're right. It might be a little bit too hard.
Yeah, we don't really have fetch lands either, and so the
No,
fixing is going to be a
but
little
we do
more of a
we do
challenge.
have Shocks though.
We do have shocks. We do have fast lands.
We do have Fastland.
We have opened the gates.
We have Gates.
We could try putting a gates control deck.
I was thinking of 5-color,
I don't know.
my 5-color control deck from like the Collins and Theros block.
You can even run Mace's End because that's part of RTR block if you really wanted to.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
But that sounds,
Oh no.
sounds terrible. Don't do it.
No, I think it's viable.
it might be. I
It
mean,
is-
you play Nexus of Gates, and then you put
Wait, and then you just like so basically it's like Nexus of Fate combined with Wilderness Reclamation,
yep,
and then you just keep going and
it's a
going.
control deck.
And then you have like, would you play like things that let you hit multiple land drops, or would you just play things like
Yeah, there's
Well,
a
you
spiral.
have
yeah, Growth Spiral is one of them. But would you play like Wayward Swordtooth in that deck to hit multiple land drops?
You could do that. The only,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you need to though? That's a real question.
There's the 1-drop 03 from War of the Spark.
Yep.
I forgot the name of it. You play a Jedi.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's the
not-
monkey, right? The monkey that lets you play
The
additional
monkey.
land?
Yep, the monkey makes you play a land. The only thing is with that deck, you'd need extra card draw. So you'd be playing things like Search for Ascanta.
Well, but
Or you can
guilds
just-
have so much support
No,
for
exactly.
drawing
There's
cards.
that one
Yeah.
enchantment.
I mean,
It's
sorry,
like
go.
Summit Guild Summit Meet, whatever, where you
Yeah.
tap some guilds and then you just draw a bunch of cards, and then you get to untap your lands anyways because of like Wilderness Reclamation.
But Wilderness Reclamation, even then, is still like 4 mana.
It is,
Yeah, but
but if you're ramping though,
So now we're talking about, is it going to be fast enough like Modern, or is it going to be like an in between? Like, is it going to be like a speed of Standard and Modern, like in between those two, or is it going to be like Standard?
I really hope that this is like because Modern was designed like from what Wizards. I remember reading an article was like their goal was to have Modern be like a turn 4 format where by turn 4 you clearly know who is in the dominant lead, and the game could be over by then. And for this, I would really like it for it to be like a turn 5, maybe turn 6 format pushing it. You know what I mean? Because turn 6 is like the closing, right? Like you obviously know who's going to die. So it'd be nice. But then here's the thing: the crazy cat lady combo, you're probably gonna. So Healy's 4 mana, right?
3.
Healy's 3.
3. So then technically, it's like I feel like she's gonna set the standard that like you
4.
could die on turn 4. You could.
You could die on turn 4.
So which is exactly the same thing as Splinter Twin back in the old days, where they can flash in Pestermite or Deceiver Exarch, and then they play Splinter Twin on their turn.
For sure, it sounds like no matter what, you're always going to need some version of interaction.
Yes, guys. If anything, play your Hushwing Griff / Decathlete Honor Guard. Play your Rakdos Charm. Play your removal spells. Play your counter spells. Interaction is important.
Play your fight spells for
I
for your mono green players.
Negate is pretty strong, I think.
Negate is pretty strong because you could just outright negate the
Planeswalker.
Saheeli.
Yeah, just like nope.
Stubborn denial, guys. Stubborn denial.
Oh yes. Let's hype up Stubborn Denial because I have a playset of those.
Stubborn denial.
My
You
force.
can play the spell pierce if they really want to play on curve.
Yeah, Spell Pierce.
Yeah,
is
it's
pretty
actually really
too.
good because it's only 1 mana.
Well, that Stubborn Denial is also 1 mana.
Oh, that is true. But
Yeah,
it's
but-
only 3 mana.
But that's the thing, though. Is like I guess you do need a power.
And you need the power 4.
But here's the thing: is you play like imagine this is just an example where like turn 1 Land of War Elf, right? Turn 2, you play your Loxodon Smiter. Let's say you're playing Bant, right? Loxodon Smiter, and also turn 3, they're gonna play their Sahili or play something, and then or they try to kill your Loxodon Smiter and just be stubborn denial. It's like that sounds pretty good to me, but I could be wrong.
I'm actually pretty. I just realized that you can do Dragon Control once again. We have Counterspell.
Wait.
We have Counterspell in the set or in.
Oh,
We can
and then
do-
Draconic Roar is actually a pretty decent burn spell too.
Yes.
It's not bad.
Oh,
What colors would you play it though? Realistically speaking, because it's like
red blue.
red blue, but then you want green to ramp though, right? Right?
No, red blue. It's gonna be like red blue control.
Red blue control.
Your finisher is gonna be like Niv Mizzet.
I can totally did
Ooh.
Niv Mizzet Perunes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
because
good.
he works with it.
He does, and then like, oh my goodness, I was thinking about like I was also thinking about like Dragon Lord Ojutai, Dragon Lord Jamoka, and Dragon Lord Artarka might come back because they're actually really solid finishers too.
Oh crap! I need to buy them.
Oh, but Jedi, what would you play? What if you had to like pick a deck that you wanted to try out?
There's way too many decks right now, but
Mono
I would
Blue Devotion.
definitely,
Mono Blue Devotion.
I would definitely go mono red,
Mono Red.
just mono red burn.
You don't want to play Jeskai Ascendancy combo?
Oh, that sounds cool.
You
too.
can do Jeskai Ascendancy combo with like Emery and then really really bad 0 mana artifacts, and you just keep stacking the artifacts, and then you
How
just
about
keep.
that? Really, how many 1 mana artifacts? are
There's
there?
like 3 0-drop artifact equipments.
Oh,
I don't know. It's like it's just really
Yeah.
funny because it's like people were saying like Jeskai Ascendancy combo might be a thing because like it was a 4-color deck and like back in like Khan's block.
Yeah,
Oh, and then we also have our Moxes or the Mox.
Oh,
there's only one
Mox
Mox.
Amber.
we
yeah.
do have Mox Amber. Mox...
It's just Mox Amber though.
Wait, that's actually interesting.
So I mean, there's 4 0-drops. I think.
So would you just like loop Mox Ambers?
You can.
Like you just like Emery, and then like
Yep.
you float that mana, and then like you cast another Mox Amber that's in your graveyard, and then you sacrifice the one that's tapped, and because you cast a non-creature spell due to Jeskai Ascendancy, you untap Emery, and then you draw a card. You keep looting, and basically
Ooh, what is this?
you loot through your entire deck, and then you
You-
loot through your entire deck
And then
while netting infinite
infinite
1 mana
mana.
at like one at a time, and then finally you Banefire them. Banefire.
Get wrecked.
It'd be a really funny combo deck. This is like a Timmy's dream. But all right, guys, I don't know. Do you guys?
Narset's Reversal is gonna be like a mainstay in this format. I feel like
I don't know.
I don't know.
The set's like, I think,
Just
Assassin's
because-
Trophy is pretty good.
it sounds like a lot of instants and sorceries are just being tossed right now, and I feel like
Yeah, but Negate or Dovin's Veto just completely says nope.
Yeah, Dovin's Zeal is pretty good. Too.
oh yeah, that's another really good card.
Wait, I'm so curious, guys. Like, do you think Deathrite Shaman is good enough because there's no fetch lands?
Wait a minute. Deathrite Shaman's lethal?
Yeah, but because
it is,
he's in RTR and he's spiked up to like $5. But the thing is that like, I think he might be actually reworn now. But there's no fetch lands besides like Fable Passage and maybe like Evolving Wild.
I think right now he's just a little bit too overrated, just because of the
Because like the reason why he was so good is because fetch lands were like what fueled him, so he always had guaranteed mana production.
yeah.
Yeah, but at this point, would this format play like would play Evolving Wilds and like just Evolving Wilds and then
Depends on how
Fabled
slow
Passage?
Depends on how slow the format's gonna be.
Yeah, I think it really depends on how slow the format is. I can see Fabled Passage because Fabled Passage has the upside of like when it comes on turn 4 or later, it doesn't slow you down. That's it.
Victor, your theory of the enemy colored slow
Battlelands.
slow Battlelands might come true.
It-
I really think that like it could it could happen
Yeah,
because they're not as good as like Evolving Wilds or Terramorphic Advance, but like, ooh,
being able to come play untap when you have a lot of basics and stuff like that.
yeah, ooh, because it's like turn 1, I just play it and pass, and it's like I don't really need a turn 1 play unless I'm like,
Unless you're an aggro deck.
yeah,
Unless you're an aggro deck, and then, man, this format, guys, I just,
dude, there's oh man, we could play the lands that come in untapped, the enemy colored
check lands.
no, not the enemy colored check lands. If you have 2 or less lands,
Oh, the fast lands.
Oh.
fast lands. We could
fast-
play.
Yeah,
we could-
fast lines are gonna be really
Fast
good.
lines are good.
Oh,
Yeah, fast lands are gonna be pretty good too.
Spire Bluff Canal.
Yeah, you know. Oh, I need to pick them up. You know, I got.
Which brings
Wait, are the filter lands legal?
No, they're not.
no,
Sadly,
they're
they're not legal.
which brings the question: is that Phoenix gonna come back?
Which one are we talking
The
about?
new Phoenix from Guilds of Ravnica.
I don't think it would.
I
Because
think it's
we have a
playable.
good amount of red spells within this particular pool.
Yeah, but you really, I think you would play Phoenix in like a deck that at least like puts it in the grave.
To be honest, I can totally see it being a tier 2 deck because you still have Thing and Dice.
Cathartic Reunion.
You still have Thing and Dice and Cathartic Reunion and that new instant speed Tormenting Voice.
Yeah,
And then you can play Chart of Course and whatnot and then try to like and then you can still play like Radical Idea and like
And then you still have that Planeswalker. You still have Kenrith and Will and Kenrith, the new
because
the
they
Scions.
they loot.
Yep, they loot you.
Oh, not to mention you just have Jumpstart. Like I think Risk Factor's pretty good too. To be
Oh yeah,
honest.
ooh, Risk Factor. Ooh,
Yeah, but that's a 3-mana spell.
It is, but like that's the thing is like I don't know how fast this format is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's so hard to say. Like
I think that's the beauty of this whole format because it's new. It allows all of us to brainstorm what pretty much any deck without restriction.
I know, right? It's like, okay. Do you have any final words, guys? Because we're gonna go talk on and on. Because honestly, you know the pros and cons. I think that it's a great format because it's a brewer's dream. The cons is that you know cards are gonna spike up heavily because it's a brand new format and you might not be able to play the deck that you want to play. So focus on the hate cards so you actually have a standing chance against like the boogeymans of like you know of the past. Do you guys have any tips and tricks and closers for these for our viewers?
Well, I just had a mind blown.
What's up?
Because Arena, they said that they're going to release older sets. Is this them trying to implement Pioneer in Arena?
I really hope so, but then I also read someone on Twitter says that Pioneer at the moment is not going to be implemented just because it's too many sets to add at once, unless they do it slowly.
No, yeah, isn't that what they were going to do?
They were kind of like talking about it, and then they were like, and then everyone's like, everyone was for it, but some people were like, you can't do that because if you release like you know, new Phyrexia with Wormcoil Engine just is like the best 6-drop. Like, what's going to stop people from?
But they're not going to go that far, are they?
No, they're not. So it's like it really depends. It's hard. You know, now it's kind of like, you know, Hasbro, Wizards of the Coast. You want easy money? Just slowly release the older sets, and then you have Pioneer on Arena as well.
Ooh.
I totally dig it, and plus it'd be really fun to see you know limited Pioneer where it's like they just implemented RTR, Gate Crash, and Dragon's Maze, and then after that they start like you know the next block, and then the next block, and then the next block, and it becomes a evolving meta, you know that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, we are going to wrap things up here because we're gonna go on and on and on about what decks I want to play and. The world's your oyster, realistically speaking. You know, Smuggler's Copter, quickly play all the banned cards that are banned in Standard because they're obviously supposed to be OP.
What is it? The mono blue Menace or whatever, the devotion one.
Oh yeah, like mono blue wasn't that like it was mono. To be honest, I think mono black is gonna be scary.
Really?
Mono black
I
devotion.
would have thought that would be the least impressive color.
Mono black devotion? Are you kidding me? You have Thoughtseize and you.
Oh, that's right.
You
Thoughtseize.
No, that's it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thoughtseize. We just erase your memory, and then like we just you know like, we steal your stuff, and we play Gary, and Gary just ruins your day.
Wait. Oh yeah, Gary is legal.
And then you somehow just whip an airboss back Gary, and just be like, yeah, I keep draining you. You know, all I do is whip, no matter what. Okay. All right, guys. Any closing remarks? Because like we've been going around in circles here. Because like every time we bring up something.
No, I'm done.
We're done.
Like,
We are done.
I am excited for this format.
Country road, take me home
To the place
for Avalon,
West Virginia,
West Virginia,
Mountain Mama, take
take
me
me
home,
home,
country
country
road.
road.